It is Hot 100.9 Indies Hip Hop Station. Your man Bswift. I am out here at Brickyard 400, presented by PPG. And for me, whether it's Indy 500, whether it's Brickyard, for us, it's always about the diversity side of it and inviting you. This is the hip hop station, right? So we want you to come out here and be a part of this. A couple years ago, I didn't know much about NASCAR, Indy 500. I knew it came to town. I had favorite drivers just because ESPN, right? I love ESPN, and I would pay attention to the highlights. But today, I have a special guest with me, Miss Brehanna Daniels. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. So I want you to talk to me because you're special in this sport. You're one of the first to do what you do.
The first.
Like you're on a mountain by yourself. Yeah. Talk to me about what you do so the people out here listening know exactly who you are and what you do.
So what's going on, everybody? My name is Brehanna Daniels. I'm a NASCAR tire changer, the first black woman in the world to ever change tires. And I've been doing it since 2016. I joined the Rev Racing and the Drive for Diversity program, and that's how I got my start.
Like, how does this happen, though? Because you went to the Norfolk University.
Yes, I went to Norfolk State University.
And you was a hooper.
Definitely.
You went from hooping and crossing folks over to changing tires. Like, what got you there?
So the NASCAR Drive for Diversity program and Rev Racing came to Norfolk State to host a tryout while I was there. Thankfully, I was a senior. This is around the time where, every senior, every athlete is trying to figure out their next steps.
Facts.
Of course, for me, it was to play professional basketball, and I actually was going to. Then when Coach Phil Horton and Max Siegel and those guys came to Norfolk State while I was there, host the tryout, I was like, NASCAR, a lady named Tiffany Sykes who worked in our athletic department, she actually told me that they were going to be at the school.
Right.
She's like, Brehanna, I think you should try out. And I'm like, girl, I don't watch NASCAR. What you telling me that for? Right? So I was like, I'm going to put some thought into it. So Wednesday, so she told me on Monday, Wednesday, ended up going to the NASCAR tryout. It was held in our basketball gym, and that's when I met Coach Phil Horton. And pretty much he put us through like a test. It really reminded me of like a NBA or NFL combine, right. Like a little mini camp, whatever. He put us, through things like testing our mental and our physical abilities. And I did good that day. I was the only woman in there trying out, and then I got invited back to a bigger combine that they held in North Carolina like a month later.
Ooh.
And this time it was between like 22 and 24 of us there. 6 women and the rest were guys. You can see how the guys were dominating us number-wise, and I was one of the top 10 selected to come back to train to be a professional pit crew member.
Now, when you told your friends and your family, like, all right, ball's coming to an end. I know I had these goals and these inspirations, but I'm going to try to go over here. How did they look at you?
Girl, you must be smoking crack. My brother's like, my twin brother, he's like, dang, that's dope. For real, you got selected? My family's like, dang, that's really random. Most of your family didn't watch NASCAR growing up. We're not really racing fans, but like, obviously they've been like, more of a racing fan since I've joined.
Like, and to see you, I got a daughter. She's 8 years old. She don't know what every day she wants to be something different. One day it's a superhero. One day it's a Barbie.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah, and for you to be doing this and knowing that you're inspiring the next generation and other people that look like you, how does that feel?
It feels amazing, the fact that I'm paving the way for others. It takes for, little girls and little boys, to see me and want to do what I do, because representation does matter. I had a hard time in the beginning of the sport because I'm like, there's not that many people that look like me,
Mm-hmm.
So, but then once I realized, a lot of parents hit me up, sending me pictures of their daughters, saying look at my daughter in front of this wheel. She's trying to change tires, trying to be just like you.
That's dope.
It's so cool to see stuff like that.
Now you're over the wall right now,
yes.
Which means you're jumping over, changing tires, doing things like that. What is your end-all goal in the sport? Is this where you want to be and you're fine with this, or are you like, 5 years from now, I want to move from this and sit here and continue to?
No. So I'll be in NASCAR for as long as I'm meant to be here. I'm paving the way. Hopefully, me being here will create more opportunities for more women at the top level in the sport, because it's kind of tough and rough right now. And also, too, outside of NASCAR, I'm an aspiring actress as well. So there's many things I would like to do in my lifetime.
Now, before I let you go, because I know you got to get back, you got to change and things like that. When you look at what this sport is, right, there's not a lot of us, especially down in pit row maybe. There's not a lot of us that sit up top. Of course, you got Rev. You got Mike over there doing what he's doing with 2311. How was the acceptance of you coming in, especially being a woman, then being a woman of color at that?
It was very, very tough in the beginning. You know, a lot of people did not take me serious, probably still don't, you know. And it's like I've been doing this for almost 10 years. So if I'm not serious about it, then, you know, that's on you.
Right.
You know, but in the beginning, people were really just like, oh, she's not going to be here long. She can't do this. And then the whole time, like, I am doing this, I'm good at what I do, you know? So, of course, like, people, like, kind of felt some way about that.
Well, listen, I love the barriers you're kicking in and how you're becoming a part of this sport and you're making us. And what else you got for me?
One more thing, too. If anybody's out there wanting to be a NASCAR pit crew member,
what I was going to get to.
I created an ebook just for you titled How to Become a NASCAR Pit Crew Member. The link is in my bio on Instagram.
Listen, that's a must get.
Yes.
And that's what I was getting to. Like, if people wanted to follow you on social, if they wanted to learn more, how can they make that happen?
Yeah, you guys can search me on Instagram. My name is Brehanna Daniels, Brehanna Daniels. Twitter, Mindless, MINDLESS_BMD. And Facebook, everything is my name.
Okay.
Regular name.
So look, we started late this year, but next year you're gonna teach me some stuff. I'm gonna get you here early when y'all come in town. You're gonna show me some behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, I can show you some.
Sweet, that's what I'm talking about. Well, look, I appreciate you taking your time. And again, anybody that's hearing my voice right now, a few years ago, I didn't know and understand the sport. Jimmy McMillan, who's here at the track, has been a great help to bringing me in on this track and bringing me in and bringing me a part of the family. And I am encouraging anybody that can hear it to come out today. The flag drops around 2:30, the green flag. It's going to be a great day of racing as they move from the road course to the oval, which is just, that alone is going to make this day so much fun because these guys are getting used to these new cars. As I'm probably sure you've seen, like, this is a different car for them for most of these races. This Gen 6 car right now, right?
Yep.
So it's going to be interesting. You can come to the track, get your tickets at IMS.com. You can bring anybody under the age of 15 in for absolutely free. Bring your coolers. Ms. Daniels, I appreciate you for stopping by, hanging with me. I'm going to let you go so you can get to work and, bring a victory to your team today.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
For sure.